So I just wanted to come on to talk about what we put off till tomorrow, right? And the first thing people put off is their health because either it's too hard, it's too much work, or the excuses start to flow, right? Because you don't want to do no better. You're comfortable. We get so comfortable with everything in our life. And I truly feel like our health is not something we should be comfortable being comfortable with, right? Because that's the thing, right? Comfortable being comfortable. Because ever ask yourself, right? Like look back when you were younger, when you you were running around doing your things. I mean, we weren't eating healthy then, but our bodies were they weren't they weren't used to it, but they were used to it, right? Because you didn't feel the effects. But as kids, sometimes your body shows. Like when people who are parents, their kids, like when Brianna was born, I could not eat a lot of things, but I didn't know what it was. So literally, I had to cut everything out, and because I'm not the test kind of person, I need to know straight up, like if this is gonna work, if it's not gonna work. I don't want to test one thing for like 2 weeks because it takes a week for it to get out of your body and then another week for this blah blah blah. I don't have time to test it. And I was breastfeeding, so everything I ate went into her. Then when I had RJ, he had different symptoms, so I had to watch what I ate, and then I found out that it was dairy, and I wasn't eating that much dairy, but I was drinking a protein shake that had dairy in it. And I mean, when I tell you, the first, I want to say it was the first couple weeks. It wasn't long. Look, speak of him, right? It was the first couple weeks. Every night he would just cry for like an hour, but it would be a cry because he was uncomfortable. So when I actually like literally, you're saying like, oh my god, what is it? What is it? Like as I do the same thing I'm doing now. Oh my god, what is it? I was like, oh my god, it was the dairy in the product I was taking. Now, as mothers, I'm only talking about me. I felt horrible because I'm trying to do the best for my baby, and I'm thinking I'm doing amazing, and I'm the reason why he got the thing going on. He got going on. So even as adults, we need to start paying attention to what we're putting in our body, how our body reacts to things that we are eating, because ask yourself if you're okay being uncomfortable. Stop turning that down. Ask yourself if you're okay with being uncomfortable, because that's where we sit in uncomfortability. Like, you're like, oh, you eat something, you're like, oh, my stomach hurt, but I ate too much. You make an excuse for what you did. In reality, that food probably wasn't even good for you. But we continue to eat it because what? We're a creature of habit. So mama cooked something for years and years and years. You're like, it can't be that because this is my mama always cooked. But what if you always had that problem and you just never paid attention? And just now as an adult, it affects you worse because you don't have the energy to fight it off. And again, the energy that we have, the thing that drains our energy comes from the food that we eat too. People can drain it, food can drain it. So many things can affect us that we don't pay attention to. So I say it's time to start paying attention to what you're eating and allow yourself to be, hey, Michael, allow yourself to feel good. Because even if you don't want to work out, right? Because I know a whole bunch of people, like, they can't make 100 changes at once. Start with something small. But be okay with trying things for yourself. Be okay with cutting things out. If somebody says to you, hey, you shouldn't eat this, look at it, investigate, right? What show is that? I don't know. When they said let's investigate, this kid show. They investigate what's going on with their body. Oh, what? Sid the Science Kid. Sid the Science Kid. They investigate what's going on, what's happening with all the things. Start investigating what you're putting in your body so you know how you're reacting. Because something today, well, have fun teaching. Some things that you're eating may not just be for you. But y'all don't want to hear that, right? Y'all want to hear that y'all can still eat all the things and still be amazing. You can't. You absolutely cannot, because you're too old and you need to start figuring out, that wasn't nice, right? But you need to start figuring out what works for you, what benefits you, and join me on 30 Days to Healthy Living, because we dig deep about what is good and good for you. You have a list of things you avoid. Yes, alcohol, coffee, dairy. Let me list the things for you, but it's worth it. It is worth it for just 30 days to be the best you, right? Just to acknowledge what your body needs or doesn't need. Let's try it. We have a challenge that started today, and I'm excited for the results each and every one of them are going to get. I'm doing the challenge myself because I feel like I just found out that soy is not for me. And I didn't eat a lot of it before, but now that I've went vegan, and some of the things that I eat have you have more soy in it. Now I see. So now I have to be more mindful, because on our challenges we cut out soy too. So regardless, now I'll see at the end of this 30 days if it really is that, because I started to get a cough. Oh my God, like it's all dry. No. I don't. Because the first thing people gonna look at you like, you sick? What's wrong with you? So I can't be coughing. And it's not like all the time, but it's just random. I can't do random coughing because I can't. So digging deep, seeing what's good and not good for you is the best thing to do for yourself. Anyway, you guys have an amazing night. I appreciate you joining me. Talk to you later.